Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that little place of Belfair, Washington, Hickville, USA as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel everybody. So this is May 2025's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 10. Yes, we are well on our way. Was that clear? No. So let's put it this way. We are well on our way. We are well into Paper Pumpkin and on our way. So this kit is called Mountain Majesties, and you could have made 3 of this one, and this one. And we have 3 different envelopes: Petal Pink, Lost Lagoon, and Misty Moonlight. Over here, this QR code would lead you to a video to show you how to put this card, all of these cards together as they were designed, a visual of everything in the kit, and then down here it lists the coordinating colors. As always, videos 1 through 5, I show you everything that comes in the kit. After that, we just kind of mosey along like Hank does. Down here, this QR code would lead you to this set of, 4 dies called Hugs a Bloom. They will coordinate with April, May, and June's Paper Pumpkin kit. This die here will fit perfectly with You Mean the World to Me. I'm still trying to figure out how to squeeze this and that on a card. Haven't quite got it yet, but we'll figure it out. And the only thing is that you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to purchase the add-on dies for Paper Pumpkin. But you can use them for anything and everything you want, right? So the stamps are: You Mean the World to Me, For a Wonderful Man, I Love You, Best Dad Ever, You're the Greatest, Happy Father's Day, Happy Birthday. And guys, I have happily used every single stamp. So I am done worrying about using the stamps. I've used them all. So right here, this is one set of bird stamps and this is another. We are done with this. So we're going to set this aside. Now, this one card, you all have been so kind about this one card I did here. That was using, let's see, where is it at? Not that one. The My Meadow stamp set, right? You guys have been so kind about this card. I kept thinking, okay, I know I can remake this card using stamps from Paper Pumpkin. I knew there had to be a way. So what I have, we're going to repeat this card. I don't usually do this, but last year's May 2024 kit is called The Best There Is, and we have this double set of trees. Do you see where I'm going? This can be our little grass stamp, right? And this tree, I know we can make this work, guys. I know this will work. Now, the cloud stamp, I didn't pull that one, darn it. I forgot about that. So let's take a look. So if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you have a Facebook account, go to the Facebook group called Paper Pumpkin Fan Club. Go to the top. Now, I will have to bring my tablet out. My tablet is totally dead. But if you join the Paper Pumpkin Fan Club Facebook group, at the top, there's those little ovals. Let me draw you a little picture. Let's use this pink pen. Okay, so you have your group. And before you have all the little posts down here, you know, the post. You have these oval circles at the top, and they'll have different phrases in here. If you scroll to the left, so you got to just move your finger like this, one of these is going to say files. You click on this button here, and it's going to bring up a whole bunch of files that you can download. And they're going to say like PP 2019 to 20 something, right? So you probably want to click on them and view them, but you can download this. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie actually downloaded it, printed it, and sent me it because I had no clue about this, even though I was part of the group. I really had no clue. This was so handy dandy. And now I use this all the time. So here it is. March 2020's Paper Pumpkin has clouds. We are going to try to use these. So let me grab that stamp set. And if you've never seen my Paper Pumpkin boxes, I'm going to show you. So I'm on to my second box, but this is just a cheap old photo box. You can get these at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, I love finding them at the thrift store, right? I love finding them at the thrift store. If I didn't already have these, I would use, let me show you. I need to span out my camera. An option would be these little plastic boxes right here, right? Because these would fit in here as well. However, I've already got mine and now it's going to be out of, oh, look at, I got it right back in there. Yes, mine are already in these boxes. The other plastic boxes I use for stuff that I need to see. Yes, I have a container issue. Everything belongs in a container. It might look like chaos to everybody else, but for me, everything needs a container. So we are looking for March 2021. 2020. So here's January, February, March, and this was one of those double kits. So I'm going to set my paper pumpkin box down there. And now we have our clouds. All right. Let's see. And this is from last year's one, and I just cut up my little squares and I slid them in here. So this cloud, let's take a look. At one time I was just cutting the part off and putting it there, but I like the way I do it now. So this is the one we're using today. So we have a bit of, we could almost do a sunset if we wanted to color that a little yellow. We'll have to see. We are going to cover the blue brown. So we could put a bit of the cloud there. This one is a little, I don't know, that is a little funny looking. So I might do part of a cloud there and part of it this way. This one, we could do partial there and partial there. We're going to go with this one. This one looks a little funny to me now that I'm looking at it. It's just not going to do the trick. So, and all I do is I store these in a clear envelope. That's my preference. I'm looking for my little slip of paper. There we go. And that shows me what I'm working with. All right. So I'm going to need a block for this one. The good thing about paper pumpkin stamps is they're all going to fit on a block. So if you think it's not fitting this way, turn it kitty corner and it's going to fit. Ugh, it's going to be a little sticky. All right, so to recreate this card, by the way, Hank drew 2 names because if the second card comes, well, he drew 2 numbers. I had him pick a number between 1 and 10 and then 1 in 19. So Hank, he chose 7 and 11. I knew when I gave him the choice of between 10 and 19, I knew the first number he would say was 11 because that's his football jersey number. And when I said it, I knew I was like, he's going to choose 11. He's going to choose 11. And he did. So his numbers were 7 and 11. So the winner of this, my first original card, where did it go? This one in front of me. That goes to Rosemary. Now, Rosemary, I don't have your address. So I need you to email me at aliceseraphin1969@gmail.com and send me your address and I will mail this out to you. You will have 1 week from today to do that. So hopefully you see this video, and if not, I will go to number 3, which I'm keeping my little list of names. And then Michelle, you are number 11. You are Hank's jersey number, and you will get this card that I'm going to be creating today, as long as it turns out. If not, I'll be recreating that one and sending you that one. Okay, so we are using the same supplies as before. So I have a cream card base craft envelope, right? 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of early espresso cardstock, 4 by 5 1/4. I did die cut the center out with the, I gotta count because I lost track. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th, counting from the center out, 6th die of the stitched rectangle dies. I'm going to set that over there. For the center, if you're wondering, this, you don't have to do this. This is just going to probably go on a card base for another card in this kit. So this is going to get glued here. And look, Phyllis sent me this. I got my box. I have to do a reveal, but this is to hold the glue. This is actually to hold Tombow. I just don't have any Tombow big bottle out yet, but it'll still hold this little bottle. Yeah, and all the glue is down there. Let's see if it works for this. So I am going to glue my early espresso. That was so sweet of her. It's a big old sunflower. So gonna glue the frame down, which is not really supposed to be a frame, but it is for what you're seeing. This is just layer number 1. You won't be able to tell it's a frame. So the first thing I have to do is, you could still use this one. This has more green than this one. But when you look at our trees are going to go up a bit. So my trees could come here. The branches are going to be there. So probably going to put it like right on the line. This is what it would look like here. Let me bring in the card. I'm telling you, this is going to work. I have a feeling. See, look, right? It's just, these are a little squatter, but they're two of these and one of that tree. So if you only wanted one, you could cut these apart, but I really like the idea of having 2 of them. So we're going to stay with it. And we could do almost like a sunset if I wanted to, but I don't know, a sunset or a sunrise. I do have my circle, and I could mask that out, and we can color this kind of yellow with the blending brush. We could possibly do that. This is a little crooked in there, but this needs to get cut down to 3 3/4 by 5. So I don't think it really matters what side I take off. Okay, we're going to go from this side. 3 3/4 and by 5. We are definitely taking it off of the top. I want as much of the green left as possible. So off the top, keeping those good bits. All right. So I think we will do some yellow. So I'm going to grab the Daffodil Delight. I'm going to put the lid onto the glue and put it back in the little sunflower. And we're going to get started. Alrighty. So I need a scrap paper. I'm going to cover up where that is. I just want, this is from my last one I did. I just want to cover up. Let's do it this way. Eventually that blue is going to be brown, but I don't really want to get the yellow on it. So I'm just going to cover that up. And where's my circle? There we go. Oops. Oh, Hank. He's lucky I'm not out there. I heard him say, I hate it. even though I have used it too, but oh, he doesn't like me washing his blankets, is what he's telling his mom. Because they no longer smell like his dog bone. Isn't that kind of crazy? He'll tell me, Manji, don't be doing that. I like my blankets to smell like my dog. I'm like, well, Hank, I don't. Oh, look at that. We have a beautiful sunset or sunrise. You know, either or. We just made it yellow. That's all we did. Okay, I'm going to bring the yellow a little farther into the blue. Okay. Now that that is done, check. That was unexpected, but I really like the effect. Now we're going to get on with all of this. So, once again, I have scrap paper, and I'm using just some, I'm going to put that aside. So this is almost a straight diagonal, but not all the way. So I think we will hold this down. Not going to bother with the sticky mat. I'm just going to tape it a little bit there. All right, so here you can see it almost goes all the way. Almost, not quite. So there's a piece. Now this piece, oh, got it a little too far. Because we're masking off the green, because we're going to sponge onto the blue. So if you didn't see how I did the other card, this is how I did it. And this one, right about there. Little TT is going to snore for us. Then I'm going to connect those two with that piece of tear tape, and I'm going to tape it actually down to my glass top. That one's done. Now we are going to start this point, and I'm going to move this way. And I have taken all my little torn pieces of paper, and I've kind of put them on my little cloth coaster, because I don't want them all this stuck to here and leaving too much. So now we have to tape off where the sun is. This originally was on that piece here, so I really don't think I need all of that. So let's see. That looks really good. Next piece. Then the next, just moving along the lines here. No, look at there. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to take some Scotch tape now. I'm going to tape all of my bits together. And a little bit is over there to hold it all in place. I think we can take this piece and tape that down. So now I'm going to sponge in all here. I'm going to make a mess because I didn't put any paper down, but that's all right too. And we're going to begin. I know from before I can tap off, but I know this is actually going to take quite a bit, so I can go directly on it. And if you want to, in the center, you can, I want to stay away from the edge, but I know in the center I can start blending it to lay down the ink. So it's going to take a couple of layers. Just because there's so much space here. All right. I mean, I should probably get myself a blender. Oh, I do have new blender brushes. Who sent me the blender brushes? Please, I would love to send you a thank you card, because I don't know. I'm going to make some thank you cards here, and I'd love you to receive them. I did a mail call video, but so far, well, I haven't checked my emails in a couple of days. Guys, I will be honest, I don't always get a chance to check my emails. I do my comment sections while I'm charging. Emails come when I can get a chance to do them. So that's just kind of how it goes. Once my comments and my charging is done, once I am up on my feet, I rarely get a chance to go back, unless like I have a moment to sit down. I will check. Sometimes when I'm waiting at the school for Hank to get out, I can check my comment sections, and I do a few on my emails. But lately I just haven't had the chance. The last like 3 or 4 days, I haven't had a chance to get in there. So here we go. I can see where this is a little lighter, and I don't want, I mean, it's okay, but I'm thinking now I really need to accentuate this with a bit of a line to make it look like it's intentional. So I have a bit of cardstock here, which I don't mind using, but we're going to make it look intentional by rubbing a line here. Our hillside. That did not work like it was supposed to. All right, maybe a thinner piece of paper. Really rub in there. I'm getting there. Getting some definition in it, but I want this to actually come all the way down. There, I do have some of the line. We're going to have to check this out in a minute. Okay. Okay, that did work. I need a little bit more there. A little bit more. And I know you probably won't see it on camera, but it did work. All right. Now I'm going to take this, move it down a hair right here, because there's a little blue showing that I want to get rid of. Just that little bit of blue. Let's remove this. Oh, it came out again. It's just perfect. So all of my scrap paper is going to go over there. My sponge dauber is going to work. And I need the Mossy Meadow again. Let me get a little hand sanitizer on my little towel, which none came out of the pump. Clean that up. I do want the Stampin' Pierce mat now, because I'm going to be working with the polymer stamp set. and scratch paper. Yeah, Hank. Don't wash my blankets, Manji. I want them to smell like my dog. Like, Hank, I cannot take it no more. So this little stamp from the stamp set, this little one, this is what we're going to use to make our grass. So full strength, or I think we're going to try the second. Oh, no, it's going to need to be full. Stamp and stamp again. And it's just going to give us some ground cover. I don't know why I stamped off again. Stamp in the center. Now we're going to go ahead and do it up here as well. And I'm going to go ahead and do this new line that I created. Right, and I'm going to come this way, following the same lines in it. I'm just going to come this way, right, in this one. And then on the horizon, let me clear that off. Got a little too heavy-handed with the ink there. It needs to be stamped off. All right, so there's our hillside. I think I need a little down at the bottom. All right, so far that's what we have. This one we are gonna, we're gonna do our misty moonlight. We need our clouds. We may not have room for our sentiment on the front. We'll probably put the sentiment on the inside. Where is my stamp? The one, oh, here we go. So we're going to test it out. That's really nice. So we're going to put full strength. We're going to go second. So full strength, we're going to come in partially here. Oh, most definitely. Now I'm going to stamp off. And I am going to come in. I'm going to come up here. Stamp off. We're going to have 3 clouds. Oh, I better be careful. My trees. Maybe my trees are going to go in front there. Maybe the trees are going to go. Oh, now it's like, where do I place the trees? I can do 1 there and do 2 there. We might do 1 here and do 2 there, and maybe even make bushes of them there. We'll have to see. All right, let's do some little birds, because now that I've done it, let's just go for it. So we want basic gray, which must be what this is. We'll wait till the end. We'll wait. Let's get the tree done. Let's get the tree. So the tree is going to be a bit interesting because we're going to need, let's see, we're going to need some markers. We need early espresso and a sponge of Mossy Meadow. Yes, that should about do it. And we're going to test. Of course, we're going to have a look-see, right? Nothing wrong with doing a test. So first of all, I want to take my marker, and you could use a children's marker. It does not have to be perfect. I am trying to get some of the branches here. I'm only going to do the 1 tree, but I already can tell this is really going to work. I have faith and then I'm going to sponge on top of all of this with the Mossy Meadow. What I could do if I don't like this is stamp the trunk first. Okay, see how it muddled my trunk? So test number 2, we're going to clean this off. Test number 2 is while that side's drying, we're going to do up the trunk of the tree. The branches. Okay, now I'm going to stamp that. Okay, that's stamped. Now I'm going to clean it off. Now you could do this in stamp, but why when you have all of that? So next I'm going to ink it up. I don't want it on the trunk, right? Because I'm going to try to remove as much as I can from the branches with a Q-tip. Oh, that's not even the one I did. I did this side. So remove as much as you can and then stamp directly over it. And I think that's going to work out just fine. Of course, I'm going to stamp better, but I'm going to go with that. So we're going to ink it up, stamp it, and then clean it, ink it up, and stamp it again. So I'm going to try to be a little careful this time. So I want to ink up my trunk of the tree, the branches of my tree. Sometimes it's a little difficult to see in there. If you're wondering, just pick a few spots. I am leaving open spots on purpose in here. The trick will be remembering where they are. All right, that looks good. All right, here we go. We are going to stamp it first, right here. I'm going to hold it down for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now, I am going to redo this on the other side because I wanted to add more. There's our tree. The beginning, our skeleton tree, you could call it. Now, I'm going to do this one. Not the other one, because the other one will get cut off automatically. But this one. Okay. I told you guys I wanted to add another tree, so here we go. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Trying to think of a sentiment I can put there. So we have 1, 2, 3, and I'm thinking we can add a little bit right there. This will either come out or it won't, but I kind of have a feeling it's going to come out. I don't need to do a whole lot at the bottom because we're just doing like the tops part of the tree. And still I go farther down. Okay. right about there. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so I'm going to give this a good clean off. Let's put my marker away. Now I can sponge it or just ink it up, which is easier, and then clean it off. I think that's easier, but I do need Q-tips. Take that off. Hopefully I'm remembering where I inked everything up. Now I'm going to huff on it. And I am going to do my best to stamp directly over. Let's see, this is it. 1, 2, closing my eyes, guys. Okay. Oh, yes. I can see where I need to fill in a little bit, but what we have a little mini one. So I'm going to stamp off, and let's see. I just need to ink it up a little bit, but that is going to work. I need to give it a clean off because I only want to do a little bit of this. Like this little bit of it to come in and do some touch up. Oh, and I'm getting the wrong part of the tree in there. Awesome. It's not quite as pretty as the other one. It would be pretty as a fall card if I did some fall colors. Okay, let's try this again. See if I can get better coverage going on it. I'm thinking about taking in a little bit of yellows and spritzing in a little bit of more color. Take less off around in just the trunk. That works. Q-tip. And I just need to take it really down the trunk of the tree. I think would be a much better bit. All right, I want to come in, I don't know why, but I feel like it needs to be a little like color with maybe some red and orange. So some pumpkin pie. Oh, maybe just some pumpkin pie and some daffodil delights. And that little stamp keeps popping off my block. I'm wondering if I could just add color with a cute. I'm just getting off a lot of the ink. I want to do a test. All right. I do think that's going to make it better. It needs a little of brightening in there. And we're going to turn a summer card into a fall card. I'm not sure if you can see the orange farther on the card, but you can definitely see it up here. Like the leaves are just starting to turn. And I'm going to have to add a little red in there. I don't know how much is going to be visible down here in this, but we're going to add it there nonetheless. I can see it a little bit more on the green than you can in the... And we need a little pop of red. I'm going to go with cherry cobbler and all of my Q-tips. I'm going to be filling these my little container right back up here. There could even be apples in there if you wanted. But I do like the little pops of color in there. Now it looks better. It's a little fuller than the other one. The other one was simpler. This one took a little bit more getting to. So let's find something we want to put in this card, on this card. But that is really, really still a gorgeous little meadow card. I just need a sentiment. And you're the best. Happy to you. We could... I need a fall something, and I don't have anything fall right now on me. Thinking. Where's the stamp set that we just got the cloud out of? Where did it go? Somebody point it out to me. Come on, tell me. Start mentally giving it to me where I put it. Nope. Back in the box, maybe? I don't know where it is. This is 2020. May, April, February. This is... Oh my goodness, where is this stamp set? I didn't put it away, and it's not here. It's the double stamp set. No. Oh, it is under the dies. This one, let's see. I believe in you. That would be a good one. No matter the weather, let love grow. You are capable. Okay, I do like that. You are capable of amazing things. Wishing you brighter days ahead. I really like that you are capable of amazing things. but I don't like the idea of it there. I like bringing it here with that little bit would really brighten this card up by bringing that color down here, and this will fit right there. So I have other stamps on other blocks for another card that I have yet to actually finish the thought process on. So we are going to stamp this in Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow. We could do it in Early Espresso. Yeah, okay. We changed our mind. Mossy Meadow it is. No, we're changing it to Early Espresso. Take a deep breath, girl. This is it. We're on the home stretch. Little piece here. Little piece. You are capable of amazing things. One, two, and three. Beautiful. The G. There's still something there. I'm not going to try to fix it. I'm not going to try to fix it. Maybe. I say that and then I always like, let's see if this is going to work. Okay, that's better. That's better. So this is going to just simply come down here like that. We could bring it all the way across, but I thought I would just flag it like that. I think so. We could, hold on. I don't know if I could trim it down, but we could offset it with a bit of early, if I could. I don't think I have any more Early Espresso. Let me see. I was keeping all, I showed you guys my little tray, but I don't have any thicker pieces of Early Espresso. I have to go into the file folder to get a wider strip. Let's see what we have. This is a 1/2 inch. Oh, that would do. So we can layer that up and make, I think so. I'm going to leave those in the tray just in case I need them. Just in case. So this needs to be something, right? I don't know yet. If it is a 1/2 inch, it needs to be 3/8 of an inch. Oh, please be straight. I don't have a guide. I can't do that. I need to do it on the trimmer. Because I don't have anything for it to go up against. Oh, 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch. We're going to do it from this side. Perfect. Now this, I don't need to worry about cutting straight because we're just going to cut off some, right? And then I'm going to trim it up the center and then corner to center-ish. And I'm okay if it's not perfect. Then we're going to mount this like so. Glue time. And then trim the outer part or the back part of the flag. There. That is going to brighten this card totally up. And let's get this card together. And now we're going to have to bump it up or do something because we're not going to just leave it. Oh, all of that work. So let's... Do I have any more envelope flaps? I don't know. I was die cutting some things with those. I don't think so. All right, we will just use no more of those. I want strips that are all the same size. Will that fit in there? Those are still going to have to get cut. Those are the same. Those are the same. Bump up strips is what I call them. I'm using my scrap pieces, putting them to good use because I have so many and I collect so many from cut pieces of cardstock, and they work great when you don't want to add a ton of dimension but just a little. And I actually might need a little bit more because I forgot about this. Is just going to get it to the same level as that. So we're going to need another strip if we want it to actually have any effect. That one's going to lay there. The center. I think this is good use of my scraps. Some may not, but I think it's great use of my scraps. Because I don't want to throw them away. And the more I cut cardstock, the more scraps I get. All right, and my little piece here. And I see that there is just a hair that needs trimming. I really think this brightens everything up. Oh, I forgot about our little birds. We do need birds in the sky. We don't need a lot, but we do need some. So I like the idea of having them here. And I'm going to do some here. And right about there. So we finished it. We even used a stamp from the stamp set. And I am going to leave this one blank on the inside. Oh no, we were going to use You Mean the World to Me. You're capable of, yes, we are going to use this. I am not going to let that go by. But now I've lost the early espresso. All right. We cannot just let that no. We might be able to on another card, but no. I really wanted this on the inside of this card because I think it goes great with that sentiment. Bring this back. Let's ink her up. You Mean the World to Me. And trying to think of one, 2, and 3, and add some little birds up by the fingerprint, please. So much for me using my thumb as a balancing bit. So let's just add little birds there. And we'll just bring some down there. And we're going to bring some down there as well. I'm not going to stress over it. And what else do we have? Oh, you're the greatest for the envelope. And the birds for the back of the envelope. And I have stamps to clean now. Just the wee little birds. That's it. Now we can say we are officially done. And I have a big mess to clean up. Yes, and me as well. I am covered in ink. Oh, so yes, that took a bit. Sorry about that, but we did it. And we used combination of stamps. So we used the March 2020 stamp, this one, right? And you are capable of amazing things. And we used the trees. It was a little test of how to get about this. The May 2020s, the best there is. But we got kind of a fall look for this card. And, but what we were doing was trying to recreate. So what I would say is we have a spring card and we have a fall card. We have clouds. We have all the same elements, just a little bit different look to them. And I love both of them. This is a little bit more involved trying to get those two trees to work, but I think it was a great alternative to this card, and I hope that you see that, and I hope that you appreciate me trying to give you guys an option if you don't have the My Meadow stamp set. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all again here in my Wonderland. Bye bye for now.